Oh, who's this handsome guy? There's your chef, and annyeonghaseyo from Korea. It's Nick's Matcha. And today we're cooking curry rice, and there's the curry. In Korea, often the curry comes in big bags and it can be sort of almost wet and it's a little bit yellower. This time I'm using these curry cubes that I found, and I like using the curry cubes because I can add my own ingredients. Speaking of which, for these ingredients I've got 5, and it's very easy to make, so I just chose those vegetables with, of course, the beef. But you can use chicken, probably could even use pork, but I love using the beef just because of the flavor it adds to the pan. It just brings a little bit more of a savory taste. So I swear by putting beef in this curry. Now for the beef, we want to cook it on a fairly high heat. You'll notice later on in the video that there's a lot of browning on the edges and in the pan as well, and I want that. That's all going to come off when we put water in it, and it'll be added into the flavor of our curry. So there I am cooking it well. I want those edges to be starting to turn brown when I throw in the onion, which in turn will also be cooked until it is nice and brown just before it starts to burn. So when it almost is looking like it's about to burn, that's when it's the time to put in the other ingredients and the water. So we throw in those carrots and potatoes, and you can see the sizes that I chose, not too big, not too small, with the water, and all the flavor comes off the pan. So watch that. Yep, looks like it's almost burnt on, but not quite. That is absolute flavor that's going to be added. So even though I haven't added the curry yet, that water, by the time I reduce it down a little bit, will carry a lot of flavor to it. And once again, I am adding more water in there because we're going to boil this down over about 20 minutes. So that's cooking for about 20 minutes, and you can see the water's almost all gone. Well, relatively. Now we drop this in. And this is the curry packets that we're using. And what we want to do here is turn off the heat. What can happen when it is in a big chunk like that, it'll get stuck to the bottom, big pieces, and they'll actually burn. So I've turned the heat off. I'm just going to stir this in until it is dissolved and fully mixed with the water. Now it's ready to get back on the heat. So turn the heat back up on a fairly high heat again because I want to get all the water out and I want to get that flavor in. And we're going to stir that on a higher heat for about 5 to 7 minutes, let's say. And when you do that, it becomes like this. And if you're stirring it properly, it won't burn and stick to the bottom, and you'll get a very deep flavor. So when you go into your local supermarket, if you want to cook something like this, just check out any of the Asian curries, will be fine. Obviously it's a little different to an Indian curry, that's very different here, but maybe a Japanese or a Korean curry. Now if you get one of the sort of more Korean ones that come in the packet, just add it in the same way I did at the end there. Give it a good stir, then turn the heat back on, and you'll find it comes out perfectly. Serve it over some rice and enjoy. Every week I post a new Korean recipe on this site, so if you love Korean cooking, hit that subscribe button as well as a like, and stay tuned for the next recipe. In the meantime, enjoy your local matcha, go out and have a good meal, and remember, the best food you're ever going to eat is the one you cook at home. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video.